Okay. Uh, it looks like it's working. If it's not, then fuck me, but I'm going anyway. For first thing on the table, Asana. Osana's been like redesigned to death, and I've seen a lot of them, and I think a lot of the direction that people try to go to when they're redesigning the rivals is more realistic because this is not realistic. But I think it's a video game, and from a like character designing standpoint, realism isn't necessarily better. Why am I using this brush? Anyway, with Osana, I noticed a lot of people changing the length of her hair and specifically her socks, which I completely understand. They're ugly. And frankly, I am not sure what I'm gonna do yet, but I have a general idea for the hair, I guess. And the thing about Osana is that her like long ass pigtails are like a staple of her design. So making them shorter and like at a realistic length, I don't know, it just makes her design look more boring. And that's what I think. As far as the uniforms go, I noticed a lot of people like referencing real life uniforms, like in Japan, and I think that it super doesn't matter. I think when it comes to the uniforms, it doesn't matter, and these like shitty ass middle school uniforms are iconic. uh, I might, I would definitely change some shit about it because it's. Are we freezing up? Okay. Because like just just having the school uniform and then the only variant being the hair and stockings. I'm not a fan of that. It's not very interesting. I mean, I can definitely tell the difference between all the characters, and it's not, but they're not interesting to look at. Um, I think a big thing is that a lot of the hair looks fine. I like the hair. Um, Skin tone and body type are another thing that I think is a bit lacking there. As far as I know, they're all supposed to be Japanese. So, I'm not gonna go too wild with that shit. The hair colors is whatever because I mean bright ass orange, who the fuck cares? Especially, character design. It doesn't matter. Sorry, I'm struggling here with anatomy. Uh, right. And also, what I was thinking when I saw this like occult goth bitch, what the fuck is this? The gloves and stockings? That's awful. I hate it. I mean, it's like you started out with a good idea there, going in with the emo shit, but it just was not executed well. And I think, the only design that I actually kind of like was I didn't put her up here, but the one with the torn jacket. Sorry, I don't know all their names, but she looks fine, and I think she looks interesting. The jacket, like having that extra accessory, adds a lot. And um, she has a jacket, and I think out of all of these lined up here, she looks the best right now. Uh, yeah, I think I would really want to do her right now. emo bitch just cause uh goth fashion. This ain't it, chief. But we gotta start with Osana because we just gotta. Uh, fuck. Yeah, okay. It better not keep doing that. I'm not a fan of freezing computer. Um, so think. God, it is gonna keep doing that, isn't it? Anyway, staple, like, I guess, things about Osana. Her whole thing is that she's a tsundere. She is a childhood friend of Senpai, and she's the first rival. So I'll do what I can with that and her original design going off of this shit. Um, I think a big thing is it's a very warm color palette other than the this shit obviously, but she looks well, I lost my sentence, but we're gonna keep going. Yeah, a color palette, fuck. The hair ties, I know, are a big part of her design, so we'll probably keep that. And they look kind of cute. The thing is, though, like, this bow on her head, which is the same color and pattern as the hair ties, like, crossing it doesn't look nice. So if we're gonna do bows, I think it'd be cool to maybe have there be bows on the hair ties or put the bow somewhere else entirely or just get rid of it because it's not looking too good there. And then I'm still terrified of those socks. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that yet. How hands work. Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna make like full try hard drawings for these. I really just want to redesign them. So I'll probably keep it at a sketch and then add color. Okay. I, you know what? I'm talking about all this shit I'm thinking about, but like thinking about actually putting it on this drawing is kind of intimidating. Really didn't come in here with too many ideas. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do pigtails. That's important. A lot of anime like bangs are very similar. I understand that there are differences, and an anime artist would probably be able to tell me that they are not similar, but they look the same to me, and I'm gonna give Osana forehead bangs because I hate her. I just think it's what she deserves. No, I think it matches her character as like a snotty girl next door. I think forehead bangs will work for Osana. If not, we can always change them later, but this is just the first idea I'm putting on here. And I did put all these references up here, but I don't know how many I'll be able to get through. I'm just going with what I'm feeling. I don't. And we gotta keep that orange hair. I might even make it brighter orange. I noticed people making her ginger or toning the hair down the color, and I think that's not a good idea. The thing about her being ginger is that I'm pretty damn sure she's Japanese. I know none of these characters look Japanese, and whatever. Uh, the accuracy of the uniform doesn't matter to me, but the nationality does apparently. It shouldn't, but here we are. And I'm probably gonna make her eyes blue or something. That sounds right. Big ass pigtails. They're more coming out the side, aren't they? Fuck it. We'll see how it looks. I'm thinking about whether about making them wavy or keeping them straight. Just I don't know. I'm not a fan of the way anime artists draw hair. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just I look at it and I'm like, those are strands. There's not a lot of personality. Not attacking anime artists. A good example of anime art that makes the hair look very interesting is JoJo or Yu-Gi-Oh. Yu-Gi-Oh's hair is fucking wild. That is uh shit like that. But I look at this hair and I'm just like, yeah, they're all straight lines. Of course, I mean, I would say that all these characters, except God, are we freezing again? Okay, except cinnamon roll hair bitch have like the same kind of hair texture. I don't know, man. I just think there should be different. It should be all different. I think as the designs stand, they're all different enough and they're all recognizable, but they're not very interesting to look at. So the point, I guess, isn't to make it different, but to make it interesting to look at, which I will obviously be adding differences. Like I stated, the same samey outfit with the stockings. Like, dude, fuck off. Not a fan. Uh, let's let's get down to business. I get. I'm liking these bangs. I think they'll work for her. Did I put her arm down? I guess it can stay down. I was gonna kind of do the pose a little, but whatever. I'm really not like if I the goal, like I said, I just want to redesign them. I really don't give a shit about um rewriting shit. I noticed a lot of people putting in ideas, especially with like the the adult rivals. They're like, how do I make it not weird? And I'm not even gonna touch that shit, right? Like I might redesign them, but I don't want to talk about it. It can't not be weird. Don't try to fix Yandere Simulator. We all know it's a train wreck, but there are potential for these designs, and I like them. I have followed the development of Yandere Simulator like since its inception. So when the rivals were announced, I was like, "Oh, these are so good." Like, and especially since all of the students are just like the same character with different colored hair and like three different hairstyles. Obviously, I'm exaggerating, but when the rivals came out and they were wearing stockings and shit, I'm like, ooh, that's something different. But there should be more different. That's just what I think, and that's what I said. Yeah, we're and the thing about the cooking girl, she looks very plain. But then I was thinking, like, what would I even do to make her not look plain? And not that, like, looking simple or anything is a problem. She looks fine. I really want to make it, like, stand out type of thing. And then I'm thinking, does she not stand out already? Like, she kind of doesn't. The natural hair color, against all the other, like, brightly colored rivals, I think is what got me, is that she just looks so normal in the neutral colored socks. But if her thing is like cooking and shit, I don't really know why she would be wearing so many bright colors. Not that that makes any sense at all, but that's what my brain is going with. Whatever, we'll get there when we get there. Okay, bows. I was looking at. Yeah, okay. Thinking about hair. Yeah, so I wanted to keep the polka dot scrunchies, but I'm a little stumped on what to do with those socks. because I understand where they were like what they were trying to do with matching the socks to the scrunchies, like ooh consistency. And I guess it could be a lot worse, but those fucking socks, dude, these stockings look like shit. Know what it is about it. I think it might also be like the pink against the orange. Would it like okay, what I'm thinking here is like looking at it from a distance, seeing these long orange pigtails with these long pink legs, like it just I hate it. And like I stated, I want to keep the long orange pigtails, so we gotta change up something else. I'm really like avoiding this outfit because I don't want to make a whole new school uniform. The sailor thing is a thing, you know, but I do want to change it up somewhat. Like that's it's a it's fucking boring, man. Like what can I even give Osana? I guess she's a kind of girly ish. She's got a bow. I could put bows places. That might help. I'm definitely gonna have to move this image up. Her legs are gonna get cut off. As far as body type goes, I'm basically keeping her body type. I don't think that it is that important to her character in this situation. Uh, I'll probably change Cooking Girl's body type, because that's what's up. And it may be a cliche or whatever to make her chubby, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I've seen other people do it, and I'm like, whatever, good idea. Okay. Mm-hmm. Also, the occult girl should definitely be wearing, like, boots. Like, what is this shit? I mean, it is their school uniform and whatever, but I don't care. This is not about following school uniform code. It's about I'm trying to make it look cool. And anatomy issues going on here. Yeah, that's also the whole thing with like the super busty women, like making them less busty. Why? Just why? Is it because it seems right to do that? I think it's whatever. And, you know, everyone complaining about the body, there's not an exaggeration of body types, and then they're making everyone's boobs tiny. It, like, whatever, man. If everyone's boobs were huge, then I would probably support a change in that. But it's mostly, this girl, and then I know that the adults have big old bazonkas. And I think that's whatever. Like, they can keep their bazonkas. Yeah. Also, with the nurse, she's got like hella cleavage, right? That's like her thing. Why get rid of it? I don't know. And there, of course, the whole thing with like why are the adults rivals? I don't even want to. It's whatever. I'm not thinking about the story. I know generally their personalities and what the what they were going for here, but really, what is going on with these shoulders? This is not looking too good. That's okay. It's not about the shoulders. uh, and that's what's up. Okay, sleeves. Really looking at those sleeves, thinking, processing. I don't think she would have long sleeves, but I do think they should be puffy. But like, but like, why? It's just, I just think it great. I just think it matches her character. I think asking why in a character design thing, there doesn't gotta be a why. A lot of the times there does. Why these fucking ugly ass socks? But but as far as this goes, I'm not concerned about why the sleeves are puffy. But I'm gonna try it out. Might get rid of it. Uh, I just want to see how it'll look. God, now I'm looking at this boring ass pose she's in, and I'm thinking about like, because the way I normally design characters is I want to convey their personality through the pose, and it's not like this isn't that, but I'm thinking about silhouette and stuff. God, me putting every element into a good illustration into shitty ass redesigns. Yeah, no thanks. I don't feel like putting that much effort into this shit right now. Also, her pigtails. I know this is like an anime thing, but they're just like going out, like they're being blown in the wind. It also looks like very thin hair, which is also a thing I noticed in anime, where like their hair strands are. It's weird. I don't understand how it happens. I don't draw anime. I do watch it a bit, and I'm not one of those cartoon artists who hates anime style. I just don't do it, and there's very specific things about it that make it it. And I like to complain about it because, dude, who doesn't like complaining here? These need to be longer. I feel like I'm trying to squish her into this corner. I could move her a bit. Okay, long ass pigtails. Hmm. I do want to keep the pleated skirt. I feel like that's a thing. Something is telling me to make it high waisted. I don't know what it is, but something is telling me to make it high waisted. I think I'm gonna keep the general like sailor uniform aesthetic, but it'll be different for like each girl. What definitely I'm gonna change the length of the skirts, and I was thinking about it when I started with the sleeves and shit. I was like, why would her uniform have puffy sleeves? But like, I just want to make it look more interesting. It doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter, dude. It's better than like it's better to make the sleeves long sleeves than to do this shit. Are you kidding me? And the fact that they're matching the don't even get me started. Okay, okay, Osana. I don't want to like it really depends how much they need redesigned, but I'm not one of those people who's like, I'm basically making a whole other thing. Um, you know, talking about what I wanted to keep and stuff. Like, I don't want to make it look like a different character, like some people like to do. And I guess I understand how why people are doing that with Senpai, because he's not even a character. Like, he doesn't have character. But I don't know whether I'll redesign Senpai because the point of him is that he's just a normal ass dude, and um, people playing the game can project themselves on him. It can be a whole thing. I get it. I understand, but he's boring as shit. That might be the point, though. Um, I think it'd be cool if he had a personality, but I get the appeal of him not. Him being stale. Let's do this. I'm having trouble putting my thoughts into words. Okay, 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 you ready? Okay. We're doing the wholesaler thing. And okay. Yeah, my thoughts. I do want to keep the sailor thing, and I think most of them are gonna have this dumbass collar that all the uniforms do. And but to make it different, yeah, yeah, fuck yeah, bow. Oh my god. That's the move, okay? Um, sorry if my dad's yelling is picking up. He's very passionate about whatever TikTok they're fucking watching. Yeah. And oh, already looking better. Already has more personality, I'd say. I mean, considering I made the post shit, it maybe it doesn't look like it has more personality. But I'm doing what I can. uh, is anyone even on? I didn't even check. I just started like talking. Oh, hello. Someone's watching. That's nice. I really appreciate that. And I'm adding ruffles, I guess. I just well, is that too much? Is the ruffles too much? I'll come back to it. I know I'm gonna have to shrink this, so I'm procrastinating on starting on these legs. Because I have to move the whole thing. Okay. I do wanna. I was getting somewhere with this outfit. I promise you, my art is better than this. I mean, this is the first thing I've drawn all day. I probably should have done some warm ups before starting, but I just got ideas in my brain and want to get them out. And that's what's up. How do pleated skirts even work? I think it's like that or whatever. I think. I don't know what I'm doing, but that's okay. Everything's cool and dandy. But my plan for this was just that like I really wanted to get out the rival thing and I was gonna like record it and then voice over it and I was like, what if I just stream it and then speed up the footage and then voice over it? So I might do that if I like the result, but at least I'm getting something out. As far as my channel goes, I don't even want to fucking talk about it. That thing's a wreck right now. I'm all like, ooh, I'm gonna start doing more videos, and then I don't. I'm also like shit at editing. I'm so bad at editing, man. You have no idea. I can't like wrap my brain around it. But the stuff that I want to make, like, I want to. There's gotta be editing and stuff, right? Like, it's gotta. I have to. Though, I like if I'm gonna make a video, I don't want to edit it shittily. I want it to have good editing. So I'll. There's several times where I've recorded a video and started to like edit it and was excited to get it out, and then I just like got frustrated and deleted it. It happens, you know. Let's see. Okay, Asana. I already like, and my style isn't anime. I've stated, so it's not. It would look different if it was. And I know that the game I'm redesigning these characters for is anime, so perhaps um it would still look like shit. I don't know. I'm not saying that necessarily if it was redrawn in anime that just because it would be that it would be shit, but like I noticed some of the things that I pointed out that I didn't like in her design, like the flowy hair. That's an anime thing. It's really just whatever. um that's okay. It's looking like I'm gonna have to start the legs soon. I've also haven't done shit with her face, which is probably because it's the face is gonna be easy. But if I'm gonna avoid doing the legs, I might as well start on the face. Whatever. We're still, I guess, drawing on the clothes. It's fine. Oh yeah. I wanted to maybe have this like a tucked in shirt, like Hmm, that'll work. I also was thinking about giving her a choker for no particular reason, really, but just because I feel like the neck area is barren. But like, there doesn't have to be anything there. I just like chokers. I don't think I will because there's already like a big ass bow here, like in her neck region. It's fine. I'll give someone else a choker for sure. Probably emo bitch or a turtleneck. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna do her face. I'm gonna do it for real. It's happening. Uh, shit. What facial expression is she making? She is angry or whatever. Ugh, don't get me started on symmetrical faces. Why did I draw it like this? Why did I draw her at this angle? Why did I do this to myself? She doesn't got hair to cover one eye. God damn it. That's okay. I'll do what I can. Ugh. Another thing, probably want to make their faces different. I think at least the concept art here isn't too bad with like the same face shit. It's actually kind of okay, but I think anime in general just has a problem with that. I noticed this bitch eyes have a different shape and this bitch eyes. So they did better than like than how the game art already is, but it is like concept art and not game art. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, bitch. She's a bitch. I'm gonna move her eyes down. They are too high. Why did fucking hate it here? I really love how thick my sketch lines are, so it just makes everything look messy. I really like that about the way I draw. I think it's really cool. I think it doesn't cause problems at all. Yeah, okay, that's better. The eye shapes look like shit, but we're getting there. Alright. Okay. Her thighs are too big. I'll deal with that in a second. I'm still working on the face. She doesn't look as angry as she could be. How do I make her look angrier? I don't know. Does she need to be that angry? Like maybe this amount of anger is fine. And I'm fucking stressing, but what if she was mad? More mad than this? I'm just gonna leave it at this, I think. I notice a lot of people giving her freckles, especially since her hair is orange, and they're like, gingers have freckles. I'm not gonna do that. Because she's not a ginger. And that, I fucking claiming it right now. Asana's not ginger. Also, and a lot of this is just the way I prefer things. I know there is a lot of like objective stuff in character design, but but a lot of it is subjective, and a lot of shit I am doing and saying is subjective, even though I'm saying it like it is subjective. But you don't have to listen to me. I'm just some guy. I'm just redesigning Janssen characters, just like everyone else. You do what you want, and if you like the original designs, you might be wrong, but you can do whatever you want, and I won't stop you. Hey, I did point out that she has the best design out of this lineup, and I think another big part of that is that she doesn't have ugly ass patterned stockings. She's got these like normal socks that look great. I can't wait to get to her. I'll put her in a tank top or something. She looks great. I love her. Or another thing, I don't think she would wear just like this. She would probably be in a gym uniform or like a track uniform because she's like the captain of the swim team? Swim team? Really? Well, even so, she wouldn't be fucking wearing this. Is she captain of the swim team? I thought she was just like sports. She is wearing goggles. Am I dumb? It doesn't matter. I'm not. It's okay. Okay. Alright, bitch. I fucking hate her, by the way, Osana. She's so annoying. I know she, like, kinda. She's like a Tsundere, she's supposed to be annoying, but I can at least like the other rivals. They are rivals. We're not supposed to like them. We're gonna kill them. But she's so fucking annoying. There's totally a way to make annoying characters not that, but I guess not. I mean, maybe we're supposed to hate her just a little, because she is the first one we're supposed to kill. Although, don't you have to like kill other students to be able to kill her? I'm unsure. I haven't actually played the game, and recently I haven't been following updates because it's kind of gone to shit and isn't making any progress, so why bother? Um, so what do I know? But yeah, I think in hindsight it might be fine to make the first person you're supposed to kill incredibly killable. Like, goddamn. Man, I like Yandere Simulator. I wish it was like a game that would be finished. I think that'd be cool. Too bad it's not. Too bad it's bad and the creator is bad and everything about it is like becoming bad. And then there was that whole thing about a person making the love letter. Know what's going on with that because the first thing I heard about it was like, "Ooh, this person is a good," and then they're like, "Ooh, this person bad," and I'm like, I don't. I'm just gonna step away from it because I love the idea of someone taking a shit game made by a shit person who can't like make games and making it into a good game. But apparently that they're also making I mean, they're making the game fine. I think the game is fine, but I heard they don't treat staff members well. And that's what I heard. And honestly, I don't know what to believe anymore. And I just want me a game. So I'm gonna stay out of it. I don't want to think about it. I just, honestly, I haven't thought about Yandere Simulator in a while, actually, until that fucking video of the guy drinking cum became a meme, and I was like, oh yeah, and everyone was making videos about how Yandere Simulator's never getting finished, and I was like, hey, you're right. I'm surprised there are still like people who are avid fans and really think that it'll get finished. And I honestly, like, I was there at some point. I said I followed it from the beginning, and I was like small. I was a child, and I was like, man, this game rules. And then it was like nothing, and then and I was like, I can't wait till it's something, and then it was still nothing, and I was like, I guess I'm done caring about this thing, which sucks. I wish it was something cool, but here I am redesigning these characters. They aren't even like super bad designs. I think in my thumbnail I was like, these are fucking awful. They're fine. Um, I just think they could be way better. And so does everyone else in the art community. Because a lot of people be doing that. Oh yeah, and then there's the little sister rival, and everyone was weirded out about that. They're like, is it an incest thing or what? Which I think it might. I think it's not, but it's like implied that it could be. Anime does that a lot, which I think I think that's wrong. If we're getting into that, I think that's wrong. I think that's a wrong thing to do, but what the fuck ever, I guess. Like, ugh. Don't even get me started. I think making the little sister a rival was a good idea on paper because it's a good idea to add different types of characters. Like maybe like cuz all these motherfuckers are just that. They're motherfuckers. They're in the school, there are other students and whatever. So adding a little sister is a totally different thing. But it's weird. It's fucking weird. And I'm not the first to say that, man. I really. Oh, God. You know, I made fun of the floaty pigtails, but honestly, thinking as like a silhouette, they would be. I don't like them. I don't like this pose I chose. But that's okay. It doesn't matter. We're not thinking about the pose. We're thinking about the design. Dude, bows on her shoes. I'm gonna fucking put bows on her shoes. Gonna have to move her up. Oh, uh, good job, man. I will hide the refs when I color it, so that's whatever. Ooh, ooh, I'm drawing a shoe. That isn't god awful. Let's see if I can do it again. I really thought it'd be okay to do a symmetrical type thing. I actually, you saw me like kind of make it unsymmetrical, and then I kind of slowly symmetricalized it again. That's not a word. We'll pretend it is. But like, why? Why did I do that, man? It's okay. I'm just gonna pretend like it doesn't absolutely bother me. Okay, thinking about these socks. Really thinking about them. Thinking about those socks. What to even do with those socks. I think I'm gonna give her socks, but they're not gonna be pink polka dot. Because I was thinking about making this bow pink polka dot. Because this bow is that, but it's in a weird area, and her scrunchies are that, and I think if her scrunchies had such a weird pattern, it should be somewhere else. And that might be a good place to put it. So I guess that's the plan for that. Also, there doesn't have to be an accessory on every part of her, but some part of me really wants to give her some bracelets. Ooh, circles, like circle beads, but they're gonna be white like the polka dots on her fucking shit. Guys, I'm so smart. I'm such a good character designer. I like to think I'm good at it. I take a lot of classes and shit about it. I like to learn because it's the thing I like to do. But I don't wanna do it as a career because then I'd hate it. And that's something. Art was something I was like, I'm gonna do this for the rest of my life, and it'll be what who I am, and it'll be what I do with my life. And then I was like, but what if I didn't? And I don't think I will. I like drawing a lot, and it's something, and designing characters. I do that a lot. I think it's fun and cool and fun. However, big problem there is that I think if I started treating it as a career and it was something that really like that my life becomes stressful. And I'm not a fan. And I just another thing is that all the jobs I could be as an artist, I'm like, I don't want to follow rules and shit. Don't. And I guess my best bet then would to do commissions, but that's like iffy, and I don't know if I'll make a consistent amount of money and stuff. I'll probably I do. Technically, my commissions are open, even though it's requests, and I will draw you something for free. But if you feel like paying me, I would cry. I think the only time that I would want to charge for my art is if it's something that it like a physical craft because I do that shit too. If it's something that took like labor and stuff. As far as digital art goes, I could bust some shit out really quick, and if someone just wants my art, I'm already flattered. But I think once I get a big following and people uh, want my art, if there's plenty of people asking for requests, then I'd be like, I guess I should start charging, but I don't even get requests ever. And I also know part of that is that the art community is super nice and don't want to get something, like, don't want to ask me for free work. Um, but I want to make free work. That's what, like, come on. It makes me feel like my art is wanted, you know? And if you don't want to fucking ask me for art without paying, then pay me. I don't know. Like, if that's a. Well, and there's, like, some people don't have money. Like, I don't have money. I would love to commission artists. I'd love to so badly, but I don't have money. And once I get a job, uh, most of it would go to commissions, probably. And then the other, most of it would go to, like, buying candy when I'm hanging out with my friends. That sounds about right. No, I'll probably blow it on like dumb shit, like really dumb shit. Like, oh, I have money, I can buy that, but it's just like, what's a dumb thing I would buy? Uh, a scale to scale shark replica, and I would have like nowhere to put it because my room's so small, so I would keep it in like the kitchen or something. God, actually, that sounds really cool. That's not dumb. Why am I like this? Alright. Hey, I just realized I'm cleaning up the sketch a lot. What? That I got all these bitches to get through. What am I doing? What am I doing? And I want to color this. Who do I think I am? Anyway, I'm gonna check if there's anyone else watching. Yeah, that's a fat no. That's a no. It's kind of sad. Usually, at least my friends are watching, but that's okay. That's not the point of this stream. The point of this stream is not for people to watch. It's for me to explain my thought process out loud and then have footage of me drawing these motherfuckers. My dad's screaming about shit again. He's just a loud guy. How do these shoes work? I'm like started them like I know what I'm doing. That's I don't want to do that. That's complicated. Also, didn't I talk about like the shoes don't matter? I totally did, but I also think Asana would wear these shoes like a little motherfucker. Wait, actually, wait. Oh my god, she would wear these shoes, but I can think of similar shoes that are cuter. Okay, I guess I'll just give her white socks. Maybe they could be long, maybe they could be short. Who knows? We'll see when we get there. So that looks bad. There we go. God, do people really have to yell when getting their point across? I can fucking hear you all the way over here talking about politics. Literally don't. I won't go anywhere with it. Okay, so we got these like flats that are possibly black flats, and yeah, the fucking strap thing. Hell yeah, classic, fucking classic. Loud people, people being loud, and I'm over here like I'm being quiet. I could be loud. I'm just not in a loud mood. I got nothing to be loud about, man. I'm just drawing. I'm literally vibing. Leave me the fuck alone. Why did I start this stream having like normal good ideas and now I'm like, I'm just sitting here. Like, yeah, you are. Okay. Bow. She's got a bow. And maybe another bow. As a treat. Alright. Yeah, yeah, and then these bows will be pink too, with polka dots, so that we will have that design here, here, and here. It'll be all throughout the whole ass dealy thing. I'm so good at character design. You guys should look up to me. Look how smart I am. Knowing these basic fundamental things that I'd probably do anyway without that knowledge. Yeah, another thing about character design is that when people do it and they don't know shit, they don't take classes about character design, they just know what is appealing to the eye. So they don't have to think about putting it here, here, and here. They just do it. Me, on the other hand, I like to explain like an intellectual. God, I forgot about hands. I'm gonna continue to forget about hands. Let's work on the hair. Yeah, I think at this point I will not make it wavy, but I do wanna maybe do a little thing like this. Yeah, that's cute. That'll work. I cannot wait to color her hair. That's like I'm like rushing because I just want to get to the coloring. To color her hair. Oh yeah, socks. Hold on. Ugh. Those are even enough. Cool. Look at me going places. That is incorrect. Okay. How to hair work? This looks awful. Let's see. Going like that. Nope, 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 nope. Like that. Why did I do this to myself? I know I wanted the. Ugh, bad silhouette. Bad, bad. It's okay. We'll pretend it's good. Yeah. Okay. Hand. Fuck Oslana and her shitty hands. I mean, I'd say that about any character, because I'm just not in the mood to draw hands right now. I know a lot of artists are like, ah, hands, worst part, hate hands, haha, can't draw hands. I think I can draw hands. And I think sometimes it's fun. But for the time being, I want to color some orange hair. I don't want to touch these hands. So we're going to do a basic ass fist, and I'm going to half ass it. Ooh, 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 fist. Oh my god. Ugh. If I don't look at it, It's not there. I am looking away. Oh, fuck. Hand on hip hand. Ah, ah, I hate this shit. How did it work? Ah, for the love of God. I think I'm like on the right track, but it's wrong. This. I think the whole thing might need to be bigger, but I'm just. Nothing better than hearing an artist complain about hands. That's my favorite part of drawing. Complaining. I mean, I get it. Like, especially in the process of drawing, I draw with people sometimes, and I just hear, "Ooh, I hate tangents," and I'm like, "Same." And that's it. That's sometimes that's all you can say while drawing. Is just fuck this thing that happened. I don't run into tangent lines a lot, actually. Um, I don't know. My friends complain about it a lot, and I'm like, huh? I think it's easily fixable and not something to complain about. But maybe I'm just better at avoiding that. We're almost done here. I can almost color that fucking hair. A thing about me and my art, if you don't already know, is that I like really bright colors. And I think realistically, Asana's current hair color is fine. That like peachy orange is completely okay. Um, but I think it'd be really cool if it was like eye bleeding. Okay, Asana. These bows looking kind of off. That's okay. I'm gonna pretend they're fine. It's fine. It's cool. Oh my god. How long did this take? How long have I been doing this shit? I don't know, but we're almost done, and I feel like that took too long. Or maybe it was super quick. What do I know? But I'm excited to move on to the other rivals. I was really worried it was just going to be another one of those videos of an artist saying they're redesigning the rivals and then being like, part one, and they only ever do Osana. That's why I thought it'd be a good idea to stream, because I'm doing more than Osana. And I doubt I'd even get to the end of this refs list, but I hope I do. Her hair is looking very chunky. And that's not a bad thing, but what if it had a strand? Oh, I fucking hate it here. Yeah, yeah, baby. It's strand time. I don't know how to make hair look good. I just kind of fuck with it. So, pardon me. I really like this brush. I think it's a good brush. I made it myself, so don't ask for it. I don't know what to tell you. And that's on God. Jesus, I keep saying that. It's so annoying. It's not funny, man. You ever just pick up some lingo that's super in, and then it becomes not in, and then you keep saying it? Yeah, that's my entire vocabulary. Let's get on with it Done. Keeps refining the sketch. It is done, but I'm just like, what if it was cleaner? No, really, what if it was? It's fucking done, dude. Stop touching it. Okay, 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 okay. It's done now. Excuse me. Oh, well, let's get into these colors. I will start by filling bucket and fill bucket, and that is the bucket filling things. Whoa, okay. Okay. Listen, I know what I said about bright colors, but you think this is a bit much? It might be too red. That's good, but okay, wait. What if I take this color and just do it better? Oh, a thing I like about anime art is that they do a gradient a lot of the time in the hair, and I think that's cool. I don't do that shit. Yeah, I don't fuck with gradients, but I just think that's neat. It kind of makes it seem like it's less flat, like there's more detail when there's actually not. It's a little cheating trick. But I'm didn't I fucking erase a line here that like was fine? I sure did. What if I put it back? I like YouTube. I think it's cool, and I like to draw and then commentate on what I'm doing and the whole deal. Because I watch a lot of art YouTubers, and I'm like, why are you talking about that? Or why are you making a video about that? Or why you say it like that? I'm really just like, it doesn't fucking matter, bro. And I think it's fun to commentate on my own art, and that's why I like to do that. But YouTube fucking sucks. And then there's the whole thing that people have to worry about, like once they get monetized and shit. Hmm. This bitch pale. I mean, they're all pale except her. But like, what if? I mean, she would be pale, but like, how pale? I was totally saying something like way more important than the fucking color of her skin. Uh, yeah. No, I lost it, man. That sucks. Oh yeah, YouTube sucks, dude. I don't want to do shit on it. I think for the time being, it's fine. Like I don't have to worry about it. But like, what if I get people who like me? And what if YouTube was like, what if I sent you money? And then I have to worry about that shit. Like I don't. I just want to fuck around. And then they're like, demonetize. I literally have a copyrighted video on my channel already. I don't give a shit. I would much rather have it copyrighted than not. And it, and that's what's up. And that's what's up. And I understand people use YouTube as a living, but I just think they shouldn't. I just think it'll end out bad, and then it like ruins their content because they have to bleep everything out and they can't say certain shit. And obviously, it's not their fault that they have to do that, but it makes everything less fun. And so that is why I think YouTube is wouldn't be fun to do as a job. I don't know why everyone think it would be. All right, bright ass hair Asana. She looking fine. Thinking about next character. Yeah, I didn't say much about the chef lady. All I said was I will make her chubby because that is what is good. Yeah, and then her hair and like just that she's bland and boring, and I don't know what to do about that. Cause like, but why? But why? But she just seems like she should be that way. But I like it when things are exciting. It's a whole dilemma. I think a big thing is that she doesn't have a lot of color, and her stockings are like light blue and white. But what if they were bright blue and white? What if I just made it saturated? And then obviously, her stockings look like shit, and I will definitely do something about that. The like patterned stockings combined with the classic Japanese schoolgirl uniform isn't fun, doesn't look good. Something about it rubs me the wrong way, and I'm not the first one to say that. Like, dear God. And it's like, I think about Osana's stockings, and I'm like, that, like, looking at them on her design, I'm like, those stockings suck. But looking at them just like on their own, I'm like, they could work with something. But when they're like combined with the schoolgirl uniform, I'm like, those just suck. Like, it just makes the stockings look like shit. Anyway, I'm surprised I have so much to say. Usually when I stream alone, I'm just like, what if we sit in silence? And then my last video about like redrawing something, I was like, I'm gonna fill the whole thing up with commentary, and then I didn't say shit. I said like some things, and it was filled with ums, and I was like, it would be way cooler if I had a script. So I'll do that next time. I also hate that video. I hate it so much. I think things would be a lot easier if I didn't do art videos, but I that's the videos I want to do, and any other video I think would suck because art is what I'm good at. And that's just what I want to do. I did a scripted JoJo video because I'm a big JoJo fan, but I never went through with that. I think it might have been a little cringe. I don't remember. I deleted the script. I was so embarrassed. It wasn't like about anything. I think I was ranking like the stands or some shit. You know, stuff that's been done before. Stuff that's like, here's my opinion and what you should feel. And you know, no one wants to watch that shit. I've asked on my Instagram, I've asked my friends, I've asked plenty of times like what type of art videos do you want to see? And it's either fucking a joke or like I don't know tutorials or just whatever you want to do. It's like bitch, obviously I'm gonna do what I want to do. I just want to hear suggestions. Maybe I'll want to do it. Ugh. Like when I'm asking for suggestions, I'm not just gonna do what you said just because you said it. I'll ask for suggestions, and if I like it, I'll do it. Like when I'm like, what should I draw? And someone's like, you should draw this, and I'm like, no. And then they're like, well, why'd you ask? And I'm like, well, because I can't fucking think of anything. It's such an obvious like thing. I don't know, man. Shit gets me wild. I've never drawn Osana. Even when I think I did. I think I've drawn her before. I think I drew her as um like a long time ago when I was really into Yandere Simulator and when Osana was like kinda new. Uh and all we knew about her was that she's mean. So that's what I drew. And I remember it looking awful. I mean, that's how every artist feels about their old art, but I guarantee you it was at a time when even like like even other people would think it looked bad. Like every artist thinks their old art looks bad, and that includes me. But I can at least know when some of my art is decent, even if I think I could do better and shit. But like seventh grade art, I don't think there's many seventh graders who just have good art. Like some do, I'm aware of that, but it's pretty rare. Especially as a seventh grader, I didn't care about like learning how to improve my art. I was just like, bro, I'm drawing, and that's okay. No, you don't need to learn how to improve your art. But now that's like all I do. I'm like, if I'm not watching a video on how lighting works, then what am I doing with my life? Sleeping, bro. Best part about life, drawing, sleeping, and other things I will not mention, like drugs. Mentions it, even though I said I wouldn't. Dude, it doesn't matter. That's the life, though, isn't it? Sleeping and art. Talk about a talk about a good day, and that's on God. Fuck. I hate it here. I should never open my mouth. Just kidding. I have a lot to say, and I will say it. If you can't fucking tell. You know what I hate? When people put themselves down. And I might have done a little bit of that already. And I don't like doing that because it's nothing. It gets nothing out of anyone. It other than like maybe, oh no, you don't suck. You're cool. But like obviously they're gonna say that, and that's obviously what the person wanted. I think although people who are insecure and talk about like that they suck and everything, I'm not saying that they say that so that they can get complimented. I think that that is the inevitable outcome, but they probably do really think that, and that's what's up. Some people do just want compliments though, and I feel that. Sometimes I'm like, damn, this drawing kind of sucked though, and then someone's like, no, it doesn't, and I'm like, ah, I feel good now. I got complimented. That's just how the cookie crumbles, though. Everyone hates themselves for some reason. I don't hate myself. I think I'm a pretty cool guy. Leaves it at that and says nothing else. Well, the thing is that, like, I'm a cool guy. I do have insecurities as a cool guy. like, am I really struggling to find something I'm insecure about? That's fucking sad. No, I am insecure about be like thinking that I'm cool, which is whack. That like doesn't sound like it's a thing. But it's like I talk about being cool and then people around me are like, haha, yeah, you're cool. And then I'm like, oh, that's probably annoying as shit. Might be, but whatever. And that's the thing is that worrying about what other people think about you is wild because you don't actually know what they think. And then maybe ask them, which people won't do. It's a whole thing. It's a whole social deal. People are just embarrassed about everything. But if it were me, I'd ask them. I'd be like, "What are your opinions on me?" Because I gotta know whether you hate me or not. So I gotta know if I'm wasting my time. And then they'd answer, and then if they said that I sucked, and then I'd be like, I guess I'll stop wasting my time. It's so fucking easy. I mean that's what I think. I'm like it's easy, and then people are like I have social anxiety, and I'm like oh shit, I didn't take that into account. Yeah, and that's my opinion on interacting with other people is that it's really easy, and I don't understand why everyone's so embarrassed and anxious because I'm not. But if they are embarrassed and anxious, then I mean that fucking sucks. Like I know how that feels. I've been there. I'm not there anymore. I'm way further away. But anxiety's the worst, man. That shit blows. That shit blows so hard, dude. Like if it yeah. I don't think I've ever really had like social anxiety, but I used to have like anxiety about things that haven't happened yet, like what if type stuff. And that's no fun. It fucking sucks, dude. I mean, I've experienced some social anxiety, but I've never like had social anxiety. Like talking in front of a big group of people. What is the worst that is going to happen? Like, like seriously, what is the worst thing that'll happen? Talking in front of a big group of people that they think you suck? Like, I guess so, but you'll never know. And I guess that's part of the fear for some people, but I just think of it as like maybe they think I'm cool, and I'll leave it at that. Yeah, but I encourage people with anxiety, with social anxiety, to just think like what is the worst thing that can happen and then think of how unlikely that is. Although sometimes being told something is unlikely doesn't help. I would know. I was like I used to have a phobia of cars and like being in cars and shit, and people would always tell me the statistics of a car crash and it would make it worse. And I'd be like, "Damn, look how high that number is." And they're like, "No, what the fuck?" So there's always that. I don't, mental health advice is hard because it really is like a case by case basis type deal. And, and mental health is sensitive and you could always make something worse. So that's why I don't give mental health advice. I kind of tried to there for a second and then I backtracked and was like, but. So that's what's up. I'm sure this is really fun to watch me fill in the lines that the bucket didn't fill. I know, this is the worst fucking part. Actually, it's not like excruciating to do or anything, but I'm aware of how boring it is to watch. I've watched my own speed paints back, and then watching this part is like, it's obnoxious. I just because and it's because it's a speed paint and stuff. It's always super fast and like it. You can't really even see what's being fixed, and it doesn't matter, and it's not cool. And whatever, man. We love complaining. Welcome to the complaining corner, featuring me. And I guess everyone else in the fucking world. Everyone loves complaining. It's like a mutual thing, especially if you're in the same situation to be complaining about. And then you're like, and then like say you're stuck in line and the line is going super slow and you just kind of turn to the person next to you and you're like, "Hey, doesn't this suck?" And then they're like, "Yeah, it does." And that just kind of brings some sort of satisfaction to people. I get it. Um, mm-hmm. Thanks for listening to my analysis of human interaction. Dear God. I'm not even talking about character design anymore. I mean, I've said what I had to. And at this point, I really am just filling in lines, so there's not much to say about that. Although I could talk about the colors I'm doing, but I think it's pretty self-explanatory. My main deal with the colors was that her hair is super bright and whatever. And and hold up. Does she even look redesigned? Did I just draw Osana? Well, I didn't. I didn't. She looks very similar though. I mean, especially with Osana, there's not a lot I even came into thinking about changing other than the socks. And I big thing that I saw other people changing, and I wanted to keep orange hair, big long, bright orange hair. I even made it brighter, and that's like a staple of her character because her character is recognizable, and so people making it all realistic and stuff, it makes it less recognizable. And I guess Asana isn't um the the most needed of a redesign of the rivals. I think there's a lot worse. There's a lot worse. I don't know. Let me see. Which one is my least favorite of like the designs? Yeah, I really don't like the little sister. She's fucking boring as shit. She just has black hair and pigtails in a normal fucking schoolgirl uniform. It's nothing. There is no substance there. There's no intrigue. I'm not interested. And I guess the intrigue is Senpai's little sister, but she doesn't fucking look interesting. She just looks like any other girl. So we'll see where that goes. But wait, hold on. Oh, fucking lines and shit. I've drawn plenty of sailor uniforms in my day, so I'm aware of the fucking lines. Why? Why do they have lines? I mean, they look better with the lines than without, but when I'm gonna complain. I'm putting one line here because I don't feel like making two small ass lines. Oh, the sleeves. I didn't even, wait. I'm gonna, I didn't put you know what I'm talking about, surely. Yeah, the part of the sleeve that isn't white. I didn't do that. God, you can like feel my brain cells leaking out of my ears, bro. I think it might even be more entertaining if I just stayed quiet for some of this, but I really just feel the need to talk the whole time. Speaking of anyone even hearing my shit leaking out of my ears, no one is watching. So what if I made people watch, sent them a little link? I think that'd be fun for people. I think they like it. I think calm the fuck down, dude. Ugh, I'm going through it. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth. Okay, dude. Man, life is hard. I'm not saying that like seriously. Like I'm not about to talk about life right now. I just mean like life is so. My YouTube stream is loading. Oh my fucking god. Okay. What I'm gonna do with Osana's pink is I think I'm gonna make it a little lighter and a little less red. because her hair is like orange is red. So what if I made the pink more of a purpley, but it's still clearly pink, like this. And my colors on my computer are totally fucked. Like there's I think I see them lighter than they actually are. So whenever I like saturated colors. So I'll saturate it and draw it on my computer and see it like that, and then I like post it to Instagram or whatever, and I look at it on my phone and I'm like, God damn, those are really eye bleeding. I mean, nothing wrong with that. Brighter the colors, the better, I guess. I think a lot of people are scared of bright colors, especially like newer artists. They're like, I can't use bright colors because I know that it's better to use not that. And that's a thing. I mean, like, especially when you look at, I think, how do I explain it? Like, cringy, deviant art where it's all like super bright purple, super bright blue, and it doesn't look good. And the reason it doesn't look good is because they're bad at picking colors. Like the colors don't go together. And another thing about saturated colors is that making the whole thing saturated colors can look prefer to like do a few saturated colors and then some desaturated colors. Like if I made this pink hot pink, it would look bad. And that's just the truth. So that's a little lesson on saturated colors. Don't be afraid of them. They're fun. A fun color. Will someone fucking watch my stream now? I'm gonna cry. I won't, I'm kidding. That would be pathetic, actually. Ugh. Um, yeah. This stream doesn't matter. I'll archive it so it's watchable and whatever. Maybe you're watching it, the archived one, but uh, the point is to edit it down. The point is, I just felt like sharing my process for anyone who wanted to watch, and if they didn't want to watch, that's okay too. I still love you. I mean, that was kind of implying that I just love everyone, and that is false. I sure do hate some people. No, I don't. Do I? I don't know. I don't. I'm super judgmental. There's that. But I don't think I hate anyone. Hatred is like hard, man. How do you even do that? I just, I don't know. Someone will be like, I killed three puppies. And I'm like, okay, but why'd you do that? And they're like, well, me, they're like, fucking, my dad hits me. And I'm like, oh my god, you poor thing. Like, I think in that situation, the person should probably be condemned for killing three puppies, and I guess they deserve a little bit of sympathy for having a rough childhood. But if you kill three puppies, you kill three puppies. People with rough childhoods still know right from wrong. That's what I'll say. But if someone is like in front of me, bad, and they're out here doing bad shit, I'm like, that's a relatable thing, bro, and we'll shake hands or something. Not that I do like bad things. I don't kick puppies or whatever. I've done destructive things, I guess, because of bad childhood, but at least I'm cool now. Yeah, and that's the biggest thing is like overcoming hardships or whatever. Why the fuck am I talking about hardships? Like, bro, I'm redesigning an anime character. I mean, it's a game, but you understand, surely. No, but yeah, why did I even go on that tangent? That was nothing. Maybe it was something. It was something to me. I felt like explaining it, and that's all that matters. Uh, the true journey was the friends we made along the way. I don't know what that has to do with what I was talking about, but I just feel like saying something that makes me sound like I know what I'm talking about. Even though I've expressed multiple times I don't know what I'm talking about. That's alright though, man. No one fucking knows what they're talking about. Actually, coming on here, coming out of the gate talking about character design shit, I know what I'm talking about. I guess no one knows what they're talking about when they're talking about like emotions and shit. That's not a thing. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I mean, even therapists and shit, emotions are so like case by case. It's weird. It's like, how do you even? You can't even say facts. I mean, obviously, there's neurological stuff, but like, even what the fuck, even, huh? Ooh, my parents love talking really loud. They're like, what if we had a conversation, but we wanted everyone within a 30-mile radius to hear it? That's how my parents talk to each other. Then there's not even any two people talking. Gotta yell, sitting right next to each other. There's no reason. Whatever, my man. Shit's whatever. There are too many dogs. I think that it doesn't matter, and I'm gonna move on. Why aren't my friends watching my stream? I'll put it somewhere else. I'll put it here. I'm putting it. I'm doing it. I'm putting it here. You can absolutely not see where I'm putting it. And that's what's up, man. W. I really do just hate it here. Yo, I'm literally wasting time sending links to people. Yo. That's okay. That's okay. We're fine. I'm moving on. Add in more polka dots. And if my mom opens my door, I'm gonna lose my shit. Say, God, get out of my room. I'm streaming. Oh, that's so funny. I think they would get out of my room though. They'd be like, "Oh, I don't want to be in front of a bunch of people, even though nobody's watching." They don't know how many people are watching. I'll be like, "Millions of people are watching, Mom. They all heard you to tell me to flush the toilet." uh, I'm so funny. Did anyone join? I'm gonna check. They sure fucking didn't. Okay, someone joined. That's cool. I think it's whatever. I think I think it's time to color these goddamn shoes. I've wasted too much time not coloring them. It's so simple. Yeah, I'm not gonna do any shading, I don't think, especially because I got so many rivals to get through. I want to do as many as possible, and I already spent so much fucking time on the sketch. uh, yeah. Let's hurry up on these shoes, and then we're gonna get to the cooking girl. I should really probably learn their names. I literally only know Osana. I've like read their names out. I've never said them out loud, and I'm not gonna try. Japanese names scare me. I will not pronounce them. I just won't. I pronounce every like foreign word so American, it's disgusting. Even if I know how to pronounce it, someone's like, "What type of tortilla do you want?" And I'm like, "I'll have a flour tortilla." It's awful. It just feels more right to say. It's incredibly wrong, but I do it mostly to piss people off, actually. Are we done here with Osana? Is this bitch? Why did I add, like, the, shadow on the eyes but nothing else? I might come back and add more detail, but we're moving on. This girl, fuck yeah. And now that I have Osana, I will use her as a height reference for everyone else. Look at me, I know what I'm doing. I don't know why I don't just sketch in black. The only reason I sketch in red is in case I wanna like ink it, and so the ink will be easier to see. But I like sketching in red. It's just something I do. Are there people in? There's definitely someone because they fucking said they'd be in, and I'm counting on that. It's whatever. No? Okay. We're all good in the hood, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna avoid doing the like straightforward thing now. She's gonna be 3/4 view, bitch. Yeah, I still don't know what I'm gonna. I think for her hair, because it's I don't know, because it's boring or whatever, I'll exaggerate the shapes and then I'll make the blue color brighter. But I still want it to be like a sky blue so it doesn't contrast with the like navy of the outfit, if you will. Is her ear even showing? It doesn't matter. I'm just putting it there anyway. And I'll probably want to add more accessories or whatever to her so that it's more interesting. Thinking about lace. I feel like she would wear some lace. Because Asana's got the bows, so it'd be weird if I was like, she has bows too, because that would be falling back on a crutch of an accessory, but a crutch nonetheless. And that's what's up. So I haven't streamed without my friends in a while. I don't even know how like entertaining that is to watch. I only really archive them because I want to watch them back because like I'm talking to my friends and it's fucking funny and maybe I want to see what how I used to draw or whatever. I actually haven't streamed in a while. I think the last time might have been July, maybe. No, I think I might. It was probably sooner than that. Just like, but it was short. Yeah. I think I only have like 3 or 4 streams that are several hours long. What am I doing with her pose here? Oh, okay. Okay. I know what I'm doing. No, I don't. Don't do that. Wow. I really got my shit together, bro. Check on the comments. There's nothing. That's okay. I don't even like I check like who's watching on my stream thing, but I don't even trust it because when I'm on call with my friends and they I know they're watching it because they're responding to what I'm fucking doing and shit, and then I look at the participants and it's like just me. Or they'll even say that shit too. They're like, it says I'm not here, and I'm like, well, you are. So I like to think that there's somebody watching and it's not just me. Also encourage anyone who came from a link I sent them to message me personally if you want to talk about whatever the fuck I'm doing and not do the thing in the live chat because the delay is god awful. I will see it never. It's like a minute or like 30 seconds late or whatever. It's the worst. Hey, I just started drawing and didn't even like think about what I'm doing with the pose, and I think that I should. I think I should think about it. I think that looks bad. I feel like I'm probably quiet. I feel like I'm gonna watch this back and I just hear like whispering. I don't know. I mean, it's hard to project for so long, but I'm pretty chilled out. I don't feel like talking loud. Okay. Um, I'm not good at drawing, so don't like come at me or anything. I don't. Yeah. Shit. I was totally saying something. Definitely not anymore. But what can you do? Okay. That is off. It'll work for now. It'll